You said the hard way. Why was this one hard?
Well, yeah, things were going pretty well there before the rain, and then obviously had to endure a few restarts there. But yeah, it was tough. Those guys gave me a run for it, no doubt about it. But this whole Progressive Toyota team just did amazing. The whole, Shady Rays, Jordan Brand, Coca-Cola, this whole team, Sport Clips, just done an amazing job. Winning here in Dover is super special to me. This is a place that I've not been very good at for the first half of my career, and then to have back-to-back here over the last few years is amazing. You and I talked about that this morning. This was a place that was your worst racetrack for decades. I'll go out on a limb and say that. Is there any racetrack you worked harder on to get better at than Dover? Well, I just studied some of the greats here. I was very fortunate to have Martin Truex as a teammate. Jimmy Johnson, watching him win 10 times here. You learn from the greats, and you change your game to match it, and you have success like this. You put the number out there that 60 is what you wanted at some point in your career. You might get it this year the way things are going. Is that still the goal, or is there even further to go on that? We got a lot left. All right, Denny Hamlin, win number 58 and win number 3 here at Dover, and the fans cheered. Alan.
All right, so we're about, 100 yards from victory lane. Saw Denny celebrate. Got a great shot of the burnout. First win after the birth of your son. I know he's not here. Were you able to FaceTime with him or anything in victory lane?
Yeah, they FaceTimed him, so he was ecstatic. Yeah, I bet he was excited, right? Yeah.
There's
Knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
Did he recognize Miles the Mobster?
No.
No, okay.
I'm pretty sure he was pooping his pants while he was watching FaceTime.
Right.
It's been a long day, Denny. It's been a long day.
So we know you changed suits. I'm just curious.
I just wanted to freshen up for victory lane. I knew it was,
Did you pee in the other one?
No.
I didn't know. Like Parker was talking about soaking it.
Days like this, you sweat everything out. The only time I pee my suit is if it's chilly out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And you keep the fluids in you there.
I was surprised. I never see you sweat, man. You get out sometimes.
I usually don't.
You don't look like you have been through a 3.5-hour cup race.
I usually don't. I don't sweat a lot. I did though this race. The humidity or whatever it is here. I think because we're north, we're closer to the sun.
Is that how it works?
Oh my God, that's a good theory.
Right,
I don't know. I like your track drying theory better than that one, I will tell you.
Let's move on to the racing theory, okay? You had to hold off on all those restarts and once we came back from the rain delay. Just walk us through some of them. We're going to show you the video. This is the last lap, and it just got feisty, didn't it?
Did you think you were screwed here?
I thought I was screwed right here.
Yeah.
Because he had all the momentum, and at this point, we're both running wide open, and I'm like, I have to hang on that quarter panel as hard as I can. Put the drag. And then right here, I think I'm still screwed.
So did the grip feel good on that last restart?
It was like I had fresh tires.
Yeah, really? So you ran the fastest lap of the race on the last lap. It was incredible on that old of tires to be able to run as quick as you did.
Were you surprised the outside had the grip that it did in that sense? Like just the rubber was picked up enough? Because it says a little dark.
It was cleaned up enough, and then I had enough restarts to just get them primed back up. So, I mean, truthfully, if you would have told me our tires were stickers, I would have had no idea.
Wow. Give us a little mentality on, you had to do a couple of restarts. Like, you go early in the zone, late. Like, what'd you do?
I tried to mix it up. I also tried to mix up which gear I was, the one on the 20-car restart, I ran second gear. He stuck with me, and I'm like, oh, man. Same kind of thing. We were basically the same position me and the 19 were. The 5 restart, so I did second gear early in the restart zone. The second restart, I went first gear late in the zone. That cleared me, and so I said, I'm going to do that again. Chase was ready for that because he was the one that gave me the push that cleared me. So I played my cards, hand too many times.
You didn't know you had to do it again.
Yeah, well, and I just, he saw when I went, and he saw that it was successful, so he was like, all right, we was probably going to go in the same spot, and I did.
How about taking shots off of 4 from both your teammates there? What was going through those?
I just didn't want them to wipe me out in the process. If they wanted to wipe themselves out, that's fine, but no, I hate that for Christopher, because we talked actually before we got in the cars, when we were like, let's just one of us get this thing, right?
He spun twice today and didn't hit anything. The guy spun out twice at Dover.
I mean, he pulled a Jimmy Johnson on the front, right, where he just spun around, didn't hit anything. Hated that he didn't get the finish that he would, probably was deserving of, no doubt about it. But then Briscoe, I mean, man, that was a tough restart to hold him off, and he had me in such a leverage spot off of 4 that, man, I just didn't know how this was going to turn out, but luckily he's the one that lost the momentum.
Is it harder or easier to race a teammate like that? You saw you having a conversation with Chase, and maybe you can walk us through some of that as well.
Yeah.
Because you know you guys are going to have to be fair to each other, right?
Probably harder.
Yeah.
Probably harder. He was wondering how much he needed to clear me. And I says, well, it wasn't 2 inches. It was more like a few feet. Like, I made sure that I just hung on there enough to drag him back with the aero drag through 1 and 2 because I knew we were both going to run wide open. So, man, I don't know. Just, man, I would have sucked to lose this race after, I had PTSD from Nashville when we had 9 overtimes and I ended up losing that restart with like on the 5th or 6th restart. So I'm glad we were able to finish one, especially holding off some teammates there.
What about the mindset of it rains? And I kind of thought we were done. I was like, we probably won't go back racing because of how hard it rained.
It depends on the radar you're using.
Yeah. That's right. Well, you saw my radar yesterday. But then you guys have to make the decision, do you pit or do you not pit? And was it easy to stay out at that point?
For us, it was an easy decision, right? Because you got to think that with 20 cars on the lead lap, there's going to be some desperate people in the very back that are at least going to be a couple car buffer for you. So even if everyone in the top 10 leaves you on an island, you're going to get some stragglers in the back to at least give you a little buffer. Now, if it was only 4 cars and I had 3 restarts, I don't know. But then again, too, I told you the grip was infinite.
Yeah, that's incredible. The grip was that good.
So I just, were the new tires really going to make that big of a difference? We were wide open anyway.
Yeah.
You said it was something I was surprised to hear you say, that this was one of your worst tracks. You said that to Marty after the race. Where did you get better at this racetrack?
First it was studying Jimmy Johnson. Obviously, at the time I started really studying him, he had probably 7 of his 10 wins here. And then when I had Martin Truex as a teammate, he had a very similar style to Jimmy on how they approached this track. And the best way that I can explain it right is if you look at an aerial, this is an oval racetrack. But this is the most unorthodox that you drive a track like this. You cannot drive it like a normal oval, like any other track on the circuit. You have to approach it differently. And it just took me a long time to figure that out until I, sucked and I saw people that were doing really good and I'm like, hey, how can I copy that?
And I'm sure there's some people that are taking notes right now of this exact thing. I'm just, curious. I listen to your podcasts all the time. We chat occasionally.
I listen to yours as well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I hear it.
That's why he said that. Just so
thank you. No,
No, he
my
knows,
head,
he knows that I'm an avid listener.
No, it's very thankful. He's actually our one listener, but unlike you. I'm just curious, this stage in your career, are you surprised by the success that you're having and just how it feels like almost in places like this where you feel like you struggled, you're better than ever? It's amazing.
I mean, truthfully, I was pretty scared going into the season. I mean, I lost my crew chief and I didn't know what the result was. I didn't want to start all over again. I can tell you, it was at the point in my career where I'm like, Joe, I don't want to start all over. Like, this is just not ideal for me. And, thank goodness Chris Gale, when he came in, he's like, I'm going to do things y'all's way at the very beginning. And then I'm going to kind of put my own ideas into this. And so he came into our process that me and Chris kind of formulated, and then we've refined it from there. And so now I'm loving that Chris Gale's getting the success that he deserves, because he's had nothing but rookies his whole Cup career and never really had an opportunity to not have to be a babysitter and a crew chief. Like, he could just do his job and trust that what I'm telling him is the right direction and not second guess it.
It's so cool to hear you, like, at this point of your career, kind of talking about the people that you're bringing along with you. So that's really cool to hear. And, of course, 4 wins now on the season, 58 overall. Before you go, in-season challenge, I mean, you got to root for Ty, right?
Yeah, I'm all Ty now.
Ty Gibbs or
I wasn't this week.
Ty Dillon.
I wasn't this week, but it looks like, he knocked out Tyler. So let's go Ty Gibbs.
But you could go Ty Dillon as well. I know he's not your teammate, but he's the one that knocked you out in Atlanta. So, I mean,
Is he in the final?
Yeah,
he made it.
You know what that tells me, though? Had I got past Atlanta, how easy was my trip going to be to the finals? Where'd he finish?
20th.
20th, yeah.
Well, you would have been right there at the Sonoma.
I think he would gladly trade you 4 wins for that one shot at $1 million.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
Listen, I'm rooting for him personally. But
Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the worst seed, right?
Yeah.
But I think at Indy he's going to need some he'll need some help. It's just it's an unorthodox kind of track. It'll be interesting how it plays out, but I'm rooting for Ty Gibbs.
There you go. Good luck, Denny.
By the way, thank you. I picked you to win today. You made me look smarter than Jamie once again.
Parker always has. By the way, Shannon tried to slow the brake.
Nah, I'm just not glad.
Stops her and
it's not over. I just have to let him know.
All right.
Mostly just rub it in.
We're going to let Denny go because we have some more interviews to get to. Congratulations, my friend. Enjoy this one. Get home safely and bring the monster home.
All right, let's do it. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
It's always hard to be on the other end of that duel. You had the fresher tires. You had the shot. What made the difference at the end?
I don't know. I thought I did everything I needed to. I thought I had him there for a second. I wish the Camry, the back was about 3 inches shorter. I was so close to clearing him. I just couldn't do it. And obviously racing a teammate, I wanted to make sure at least a JGR car won. So, yeah, it was honestly a great day. You know, we weren't probably a second-place race car. We were a 5th to 10th car. So, yeah, glad that we were able to kind of make a good finish out of it. But, yeah, would have loved to obviously get our Bass Pro Shops toy in victory lane. Like I said, I thought we were close. I mean, I was 2-3 inches short, I thought, of clearing him. So, yeah, just Denny did a really good job. They were really good all day. And just, once again, I can't thank, Coach, Toyota, Johnny Morris, JP Morris, everybody enough for letting me, drive this race car. It's a dream come true. It's fun going to the racetrack every week on Sunday and having a shot to win. So, yeah, looking forward to going home next week.
Your team gave you that opportunity to put you on offense. You cut through all those cars. What was that like, knowing what you had to do out there?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's nice to be on offense, and it's good when you're one of the first 2 cars. I honestly kind of got a gift when Tyler took the bottom on that initial restart. I came out and took the top and got to like 4th right away. And then, yeah, there at the end, I was surprised that, I was able to kind of even stay as close as I was. But
everything fair there with the contact?
Yeah, I got really loose. I saw Christopher spin out underneath him, and that's the same thing I did. I was all but spinning out. So, yeah, I thought Denny did everything fine, and obviously just wish I would have been on the other end of it.
Chase Briscoe, close, but 2nd place today.
Here, who are moving on in the in-season challenge. It's the Ty Show. I mean, Ty
squared.
Why not? Yeah, Ty squared, Ty. Tie-dye.
I got it.
We can get them all. We can get them all. And
Thanks.
both of the Ties are here with us right now. First of all, thanks for hanging out with us. I know it's super hot. You guys are ready to hit the road. You sat down, Ty, and you said, well, those final restarts worked out for us. How crazy was it out there in the race, and how aware of your situation with Tyler Reddick were you?
Yeah, I was aware, and I feel like we had great restarts, and after that, I think we were just trying to advance our position as much as we can. My Monster Energy team did a great job. I almost took my cousin with me down pit road. I don't know if they showed that on TV, but we took 2 tires, and he had to jump off my hood. So I'm sorry, Jackson, but it was super cool today. Also, my other cousin was on the 51 jacking, so it was all 3 of us in the Cup race. It was super cool, and appreciate my team.
How much do you pay attention to all of it during the race? I mean, I feel like we talk about it, but when you're out there, are you asking, what's it like inside the car?
Yeah, for me, the biggest thing right now is to go for wins and then try to do the best I can as a finish. So I think that's the most important part, and this is just fun, and it kind of comes into play at the end.
Very cool. Talk to me about those late races, those last couple of restarts. You said, I got a couple positions. They worked out for you. I know how badly you want to win. You saw how good the Joe Gibbs cars were today. What more do you maybe need today to be up there with your teammates?
Yeah, I really think we just need a track position, honestly. This tire we brought this weekend, it was very high grip, and we saw everybody was kind of running the bottom for the most part. So hard to pass, and especially as that rubber builds up top, it gets older and it's more slick. So harder to kind of keep your momentum. But I feel like track position for us, I think we've been really good. I think anybody would say that, but I believe that.
Yeah.
Ty, what you got for us? I mean, we saw John Hunter Nemechek ripping the shirt off.
Wait, no, can I say something? Mamba's been calling you Tyrone.
Yeah.
Are you okay with this?
I'm fine with it.
I like it. It fits, man.
It's working.
All right. So Tyrone over here and Ty.
Yeah, Tyrone. What do you got for us, man? I mean, we had a shirt ripping before.
So you got the wave around, huh?
Yeah.
So you beat him right for the caution?
So we were racing right there.
I saw you, and I was like, well, it looks like he got that.
Yeah, I was last lap. I'm like, come on, boys, just make it to the white. But, no, it was, man, it was quite the battle all day. I mean, we were then a spot.
Why was he wearing your shirt?
I don't know.
I think he was supporting you, huh?
Yeah, he was supportive. He bought that.
Think he pre-cut the shirt so he could rip it?
And fans, you can go buy probably an extra small size just like John Hunter there and bring it home with you after the race. So, no, all respect to John Hunter. Him and I ran within a spot of each other all day, and it was a grind of a race for both of us, and just had a good restart there on the 47. Took him 3 wide, and then Chaos kind of pursued and was able to get that wave around, which kind of locked us into a good spot. But all in all, just grateful to have this opportunity. I mean, this ride has been so fun. It's one of the biggest things that I've done in my career, just having fun with with Colleague Racing and Matt Colleague, Chris Rice. You can see Seabest is one of our sponsors, and then Grizzly Nicotine Pouches. It's people in places that make things fun, and our sponsors have contributed to that, giving me the confidence in who I am to just be me in this situation. And I think the good Lord above has just put us in good spots. I had so many texts from friends and family last night and today just saying that they were praying for me. And so I just had this sense of ease the last couple laps, like something's going to go our way, a door's going to open, and I'm going to step through it. And that's really kind of what's happened this whole thing. And I don't know why it's happening this way, but we're on a hot streak, and hopefully we'll keep one more round here against young Ty.
I would say that I don't take kindly to the small guy jokes. Just so.
Sorry,
clear,
Jamie.
Okay? I took that almost a little personal, and
I'm not the smallest one. There's a couple smaller. Let's just acknowledge that.
Yeah, I
think I'm taller than most of these
okay.
guys' favorite driver too.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So listen, I got a kick out of when John Hunter tried to tear that shirt. I thought it would all go in one tear, and it was like
quality stuff. It's got my name on it.
It must have been pretty tough shirt. Yeah, because it took him about 3 shots.
American made.
That's right.
To get it off.
Yeah,
What's the mindset like though heading into Indy? We'll stick with you, Tyrone. Why do they Tyrone?
I don't know. Mama's rolled with it, and we're not going to leave it until we get out of this
What's your
thing.
mindset? I mean, heading in, it's $1 million. Like I just can't.
So before Jamie sat up here earlier today and said he's not buying like all the fun and jokes and all that stuff. You
so
did say that.
I'll back up and say what I said earlier. I won the All-Star race, right? Paid $1 million, and I remember every year heading into the All-Star race where like we'd wreck our mother for $1 million. Yeah. But you have to win the race to get it. So you got to be in second place on the last lap to race. You don't have to win the race next weekend, right? Yeah. Like one of you two is going to get $1 million. And so as I see everyone kind of laughing and having fun, I'm like, I maybe would say that to your face, but that's not what my mentality would be.
Well, I think if you look at last week, Alex knows where I stand as far as what it takes to get to $1 million. This means a lot to me, even though we're running 20th and getting through this thing, and we've had some good finishes along the line. But I spent 2 years not in the Cup Series recently, and you get a whole different perspective and gratitude for what it is to actually drive these race cars on Sunday and just have fans that cheer your name. And to be a part of this run of fun for me, it means a lot, and I don't want it to end. So that's another little motivating factor, and $1 million will go a long way. I got 3 babies at home, so we got some stuff going on and futures to plan. So, man, it's a blast. I just appreciate that NASCAR and TNT went out and did this, because for a team like us at this point in the season, we're not exactly where we want to be yet, but we're trending in a good direction. Our story doesn't get told in years past. You know, it's mainly the guys trying to fight for the points positions. It's the guys running up front trying to win the race. But our story and growth of our year stops getting told. So I'm grateful that we've been able to show our personality as a team, myself as well in this whole run. And man, let's just keep it rolling one more week. And Indy's a place that I've kissed the bricks before, so I've got a little bit of confidence there, so we can get it done.
I think that's such a great point, because you guys have actually done a great job at this point in the season. Really have turned things around and had some great finishes, great races that have got a ton of attention because of this in-season challenge, which is so cool. But I loved when you walked up here and I looked at you and your big smile on your face. And I said, "Can you believe this?" Like, no, this is incredible. It's just so cool, man. Congratulations.
It is, man. It's the disbelief is it's because it's more than me. You know, there's something more here going on, and there's so many good people around me, and just glad to have the good times rolling.
We're going to let you guys get out of here, but first, you guys, everyone at home, can go to Threads at BR Racing and vote for who you think is going to win the in-season challenge and win the millions. We need to get Tyrone Dillon written on there. I think that's what we have to do.
Just scribble it in.
We'll scribble it. And we can't wait to see you guys next week in Indy, and can't wait to see you guys battle it out. Thanks again for coming up here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I know it's been a really long day, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good luck,
job,
guys. Keep
Appreciate it.
a clean bout, right?
Later.
Yeah, clean.
Oh, hey, we did this for you guys.
You had cold play recently?
Nice.
I got a duck.
Tyrone's in the back.
Oh, wait a second.
I don't even know how to comment on this. I'm gonna have to step off the stage.
See, we're just having fun here at TNT.
Bell comes home 18th. At the end of regulation, we saw on the restart with Denny there. Christopher, what happened with that spin?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I definitely wasn't gonna lift, and I know he wasn't gonna lift either. We were gonna race really hard, and just spun out. So Dover and spinning out, I've got a problem with that. It's a bummer. The guys did a really good job, and I'm honestly proud of the effort that this team has put into trying to improve. The intermediate stuff has been a little bit hard for us, and the guys on this 20 team did a really good job of bringing really good pace this weekend, and felt like we were as strong as any of them. And, we restarted on the front row with under 10 to go and had a shot at it. It didn't work out, but we got, got some good got a playoff point, and hopefully we can keep bringing that speed, and I'll be in contention more often.
We didn't know if you were going to pit or not. We didn't know what the tire was going to do on a green racetrack. What were conditions like after the rain?
Honestly, it was fine. The tires fired off fine, and the concrete just being clean has so much grip that it makes up for the lack of tire grip. So it was, it was fine. Everything worked out good. I'm glad that JGR still won the race. Denny did a great job, obviously. He always does, closing these things out. Chase got a good finish, and so great day for our company. Obviously disappointed in myself making so many mistakes, but our speed was really good. And if we can keep bringing that, we're going to be in position a lot more.
You're an Oklahoma guy. We're heading to the Midwest, and the Brickyard 400 is up next in Indy. What are your thoughts about going to this historic track?
Yeah, it's a big one for us for sure. So excited about that, a new opportunity. That's one thing I love about the sport is that no matter what happens in the week prior, there's another one coming up. So we got 5 weeks, I guess, to try and bank as many points as we can going into the playoffs, and then you got to flip that switch. So our team, Adam, Stevens, and this entire 20 group, that's one of their strengths is turning it on when it matters the most. And so I'm looking forward to the next 5, having fun, racing for wins, and then getting serious after that.
Great effort today.
Thank you.
Long, hot day, but Alex Bowman comes home third. You saw the 2 in front of you battling, making contact. What's going through your head when you're trying to chase them down?
Yeah, just looking for an opportunity to get by. This place is so aero dependent that you're just looking for a hole, looking for clean air, and unfortunately we never really got clean air. We were right there. We'd get to second, and then we get shuffled back a little bit. But just really proud of everybody on this Ally 48 team. Blake and all the guys gave me a really good race car. Like I don't know what more I could have really asked for without just giving me some more overall grip, which is really hard to find these days. So proud of the team. We'll keep digging at it. It's a good day for us for sure.
One of his best tracks. He proved that again today, guys.
Today for Kyle Larson, 25th to 4th, and kind of walk me through those final couple overtime restarts with fresher tires. Were you thinking, man, I've got a shot here?
The only shot I would have had is if they were ever running side by side and got into each other. But no, I'm honestly, I'm just really satisfied to finish in the top 5 and have a clean day, really, and did a good job as a team executing. So I'm glad the restarts didn't get crazy up where I guess the first one did. I got lucky to miss that. So, but yeah, I'll take it. So thanks to HendrickCars.com, Valvoline, Chevy, Hendrick Engine Shop, everybody there for working so hard, and good day for Hendrick Motorsports. So we'll roll on and get to Indy.
How needed was this for the 5 team? You and I talked about it yesterday. A day where you executed and you had speed and were able to drive from the back to the front.
Yeah. We definitely knew we were capable of having a clean day here at Dover. We're really confident we come here, and but that also puts more pressure on this track to get that clean day and take advantage of it. So happy to do that, and it doesn't change everything. We could go to Indy and wipe ourselves out or not be fast, but a day like today definitely helps confidence. So we'll roll on to Indy and try to kiss the bricks.
Important solid day for Kyle Larson, Cliff Daniels, and the 5 team, and he goes to Indianapolis next week as a defending winner of the Brickyard 400.
It was a hard-fought battle for John Hunter Nemechek and his 42 group. JH just came up a little short and going to the finals, but heck of a run through this whole thing.
Yeah, it was good. It sucks that we're not going to race for $1 million next week in the finals at Indy. Guess we'll just have to go try and win a race. So just a lot of effort went into today. A lot of effort went into making our car better, and the last couple of restarts just didn't stack up very well for us with the cautions coming out and how all that went. So congrats to Ty and them. Cinderella stories going to the final, so that's pretty cool. 2 underdogs, I guess I would say, that were in the Final 4. So going to be a neat matchup next week, and hopefully he can go win it all.
Listen, from all of us and the fans, you bought into this thing from the jump, with whether it's the trash talking and having fun. Thank you for reminding us all what this is all about, which is having fun.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of personalities got brought out from a lot of different drivers through this whole bracket challenge that you probably wouldn't see on a weekly basis. So capturing content was fun. Trash talking was fun. It was overall a really good experience.
All right, you said it was going to be a dogfight all week, going head-to-head with Ty Gibbs. Came up a little short, but it wasn't for a lack of effort and a hell of a show you guys put on.
Yeah, you know, this is just racing, right? A lot can change in a short period of time, but we get everything we had on our Sirius XM Toyota Camry, that's for sure. But yeah, just those restarts at the end, the 2 tires, we were very tight. We couldn't really make a lot happen. So it's frustrating for sure. You know, typically we can run top 5 no problem, and it's just tough when we're struggling to, you know, break into the top 10. Just not where we should be.
Thank you, Tyler. We'll see you next week.